Tyler Perry? Oh, honey, he's done playing the nice guy. The man who once rolled out the red carpet literally for Meghan Markle and Prince Harry is officially snatching that kindness right back. We're talking private jets, bodyguards, and an $18 million 0-cents Beverly Hills mansion, and now he wants payback. Yep, it's messy.
And like me, who get tired of helping people and watch them dog you out.
Let's be real. Can you even blame him? This wasn't some casual favor like sharing your Spotify premium. No. Tyler gave them a royal-grade rescue mission. It all went down back in 2020. Meghan and Harry had just pieced out from the royal fam and were out here in La La Land looking completely lost. Think 2 influencers without a collab deal. Total chaos. Enter Tyler Perry. Out of the blue, like some Hollywood godfather, he offers them his estate for free. We're talking 0 rent, full security detail, jets on standby like it's a Marvel movie. Meghan, she soaked it up like it was her divine right. This was her big break free from the royals moment, and Tyler made it all possible. Fast forward to today, and oof, the tea is hot. Tyler's had it. He feels used, betrayed, and just when Meghan's PR machine is in overdrive, telling the world she's pocketed $16 million 0 cents since her royal exit, Tyler's over here side-eyeing her and asking the one question echoing in everyone's minds, where's my money? But wait, it gets juicier. Tyler isn't just throwing a tantrum, he's got a $260 million 0 cents lawsuit hanging over his head right now. And guess what? It's not even the first. Actor number 3 has come forward accusing him of harassment. The first 2, poof, gone. Settlements, NDA magic, who knows? But while Tyler's spending millions on lawyers, Meghan is out here selling jam and striking magazine poses like she's the queen of her own empire. And then, the straw that broke the jet. Meghan hits Tyler up again. Just casual. Hey, can we borrow your private jet? No planning, no heads up, nothing. And Tyler, for the first time, he says no. That's when Meghan reportedly lost it. Not just a little annoyed, furious, like full meltdown mode. And baby, that was the moment Tyler shut the gates. The whispers started. Rumors we'd all heard before, that Meghan's cold controlling, a nightmare behind the scenes. They all came roaring back, but louder this time. Now people in Hollywood were talking. People who'd stayed silent before suddenly felt safe to spill the tea. Because you see, Tyler wasn't just Meghan's helper, he was her shield. And now, the shield is gone. Let's rewind real quick. Tyler Perry is not the kind of guy who just hands out blessings. He doesn't even help out his own relatives. His mother used to beg him to support family members. He said no. And his own son doesn't even ride on that luxurious private jet. So why did he do all this for Meghan and Harry? Maybe he believed the drama. Maybe he bought into the poor exiled royals narrative. Or maybe he just wanted to be the fairy godfather in their Netflix fantasy. But here's where it gets shady. Tyler claims Meghan was using his name, yep, his actual name, in meetings with Netflix execs, telling people he was backing her projects. Spoiler, he wasn't. And once word got out he had 0 involvement, investors ran for the hills. So yeah, Tyler opened doors for her, and now he's slamming them shut. And guess what? So is everyone else. Meghan in all her glitz and glam forgot one teeny little thing. Don't bite the hand that literally sheltered you from a media storm. Especially when that hand is holding receipts. And Tyler, oh, he didn't hold back. At a recent industry gala, a reporter asked him about Meghan. He smiled tight, shady, and dropped this gem. Some folks borrow blessings like they're owed, but never return the favor. Baby. That line spread through Hollywood like wildfire. Suddenly, studio heads were second-guessing their deals. Meghan's name, it was turning toxic. Some execs even stopped returning her calls. One insider said her name became radioactive. Tyler didn't even need to say more. That one line, enough to freeze her entire Hollywood climb. Behind the scenes, Meghan was scrambling, desperate. Projects were stalled, deals started slipping. And when word got out that she'd name-dropped Tyler to boost her brand, without his knowledge, investors ran. One studio exec literally said, "We're not buying into a fantasy pitch wrapped in someone else's reputation." And then came the texts. Oh yes. Meghan started messaging Tyler nonstop. Emotional, panicked, full-on guilt trip. She reminded him how close they were, how he's Lily's godfather, how they thought of him as family. But Tyler, ice, cold, not a single response. Left her on read. And that silence was loud. Tyler Perry, the man who had her back when no one else did, was done. And when Tyler Perry goes silent on you, that's not a burned bridge. That's a full-on nuclear explosion. Now, let's talk about Tyler Perry for a sec. This man doesn't just throw his support around like party confetti. He's deliberate, strategic. He chooses carefully who he helps, and when he's done, oh, he is done. Meghan treating his help like it was some unlimited credit card? Big mistake. Huge. And guess what added even more gasoline to this dumpster fire? Meghan allegedly pitched a documentary, not just any documentary, one about power and freedom. And guess who she subtly linked herself to in it? Yup. Tyler. The rumors say she implied he was backing it, even suggested he was working with her behind the scenes. Oof. Once that got back to Tyler, it was game over. He wasn't just annoyed anymore. He was insulted, humiliated. He felt like he'd been used. His generosity twisted and spun into a PR move for Meghan's brand. He'd spent years building his empire from scratch, never taking handouts, never owing anyone anything. So being roped into some clout-chasing narrative without even being asked, that hit deep. Because Tyler Perry, he doesn't like being made a fool of, and that's exactly how he felt. Meanwhile, Meghan's image was crumbling. Those whispers about her being a nightmare, about her controlling everything, manipulating everyone, they weren't just rumors anymore. Not with Tyler's silence confirming what people had always suspected. In Hollywood, a powerful man going quiet is louder than any expose. She kept up the smiles for the cameras, still tried to look polished, in control. But behind the scenes, people were backing away, brands were hesitating, producers were pulling the brakes. Because if Tyler generous, respected, untouchable Tyler was stepping away, something serious must have gone down. And Meghan knew it. Her brand built on access, relationships, elite friendships. It was all shaking. That glossy image she fought so hard to maintain was cracking, and there was no amount of PR damage control that could glue it back together. Let's not forget, she made Tyler the godfather to her daughter, Lilibet. At the time, it seemed sweet, emotional, like a beautiful bond had been formed. But now people were wondering if that was just another calculated move, another way to keep him loyal, close, quiet. But Tyler, he saw through it now. Friends close to him say he felt manipulated, emotionally played. The grand gestures, the heartfelt moments, the tears, it all felt like a show in hindsight. He'd given her everything when she was at her lowest: privacy, protection, peace. And she'd never, not once, acknowledged him publicly in any meaningful way. Instead, she'd used him as a tool, a name drop, a PR prop. And then came the final blow, the absolute kicker. She tried one more time to get on that private jet. Not for an emergency, not even for a work trip, just another casual favor, like borrowing a cup of sugar from a neighbor. But for Tyler, that was it. He said no. Simple, firm, no. And Meghan, oh, she did not take that well. Sources say she completely spiraled, sent a barrage of texts and voicemails, accused him of abandoning her, turning on her. She played the victim, pulled out every emotional card she had. But Tyler, he was already done. Mentally checked out, drained. He had his own storm to weather. Lawsuits, public scrutiny, his own name to protect. And Meghan's guilt trips, they just confirmed what he already feared. She didn't see people as friends anymore, just utilities, just what they could do for her. And Tyler, he's not about to let that fly. He didn't go to the press, didn't post some dramatic Instagram story. He didn't need to, because guess what? The people around him, they started talking. Assistants, colleagues, industry friends, they began telling their stories, and the picture they painted, it wasn't cute. They called her a dictator in heels, said she ran teams into the ground, that people needed therapy after working with her, that every interaction felt like a strategy, a game. And without Tyler's silent support in the background, those stories had weight. They landed, they stuck. Netflix started stalling, big brand partnerships cooled. Studio execs whispered that working with Meghan wasn't worth the drama. One was even overheard saying, she's more trouble than she's worth. Then, as if things couldn't get worse, oh, but they did. Tyler reportedly found out Meghan had included footage in her Netflix docuseries that had been filmed while staying at his house. Behind-the-scenes moments, intimate clips, personal stuff. And worse, some believe she sent them to Tyler like some sort of twisted thank you, or worse, manipulation. Because let's be real, sending someone clips of your personal life as a thank you, that's not gratitude, that's creepy. Tyler was done. That wasn't generosity, that was exploitation, voyeurism, dressed up as friendship. But what she didn't realize was that Tyler Perry was the king on that board, and now he's walked off it. She tried to make him her protector, her godfather figure, her Hollywood past, and in return, she gave him drama, manipulation, and maybe, just maybe, a documentary pitch that reeked more of strategy than sincerity. And Tyler, he kept the receipts. The polite smiles are gone, the door is shut, and Meghan's left doing damage control in a game she no longer controls. Once upon a time, Meghan Markle and Prince Harry walked away from the royal family to live life on their own terms, independent, bold, free, and Tyler Perry handed them the wings to fly. But now, that flight's been grounded because when you treat someone's kindness like it's a business transaction, eventually the bill comes due. And Tyler Perry, he's no longer picking up the tab.